Hi, this is Paul with DKC Knives. You're looking at our DKC-37-SE. That's for snake eyes. This is our DK-37 Victorian made out of snake wood. We call it our snake eyes. Gorgeous, gorgeous knife. You can just see the detailing on it. This is our Victorian model, which we have now in about, 4 or 5 different handle materials here. One's nicer than the next. This is just a dramatic piece because of the snake wood in here. It's our snake eyes wood. And this is a very pocketable knife, and it's thin enough carry for day-to-day carry, pocket knife, great ladies knife, great men's knife. It's just a great classic knife. And this piece here opened up, got a nice beautiful Damascus blade, and you can see that it's got a nice ergonomic grip. It's got a nice spine on the back here, extremely sharp blade, full point here. It's got a thumb grip. This is a snap in place lock. There's no formal lockback mechanism in here. And you can feel it. It's got a nice stiff snap into place. By the way, something I want to point out with handmade knives here. Unlike what I would call a machine stamped knife, that the mechanisms are just, perfect and you open and close. When you get a handmade knife, it's very common to have what I call basically stiff bone, stiff joint. And the opening and closing of a knife, this one does actually pretty well, but some of them when they come, they're a little stiffer than others, and literally take 5-10 minutes and open and close 50, 60 times, and it's all loosened up here and as you use the knife. And then another question that we get quite a bit is, why do we oil the knives? Well, the reason why we oil the knives is Damascus steel is a gorgeous steel, but if you let it sit for a very long period of time, it has the possibility of rusting. So like any good knife, we recommend that you keep your knife oiled. You can use a mineral oil. You can even use 3-in-1 oil. There's a cloth called Tough Cloth that you can order online. It is like a silk cloth, and it's chemically impregnated, and it's used by the military and the Navy to go ahead and kind of rub all over their instruments and devices they carry. And it's grease-free, but it protects the knife and the blade from exposure and rusting. So the idea is, no, we're not suggesting you walk around with an oiled up knife, but when we ship them, not knowing if they're going to sit in inventory here for a day, a week, a month, or 4 months, we keep them oiled up. And if you're going to shove it in the drawer and not look at it for a year, I'd recommend you just keep it lightly oiled. If you're going to use it every day, just wipe it, keep it clean, and it'll be fine, and you'll never have a problem with it. But keeping it oiled is good for the wood, good for all the steel, good for the Damascus blade that's on here. And again, this is our Victorian model, our snake eyes. A beautiful, beautiful piece, and you can find that online at dkcknives.com. Thank you, and this is Paul.